Of mine, his name is Chappelle Letman. He was a phenomenal artist in New York, and people paid a lot of money for his art. But he came back to Cleveland to take care of his mom. He ends up losing his eyesight to glaucoma. His mom dies, I think, within days, maybe a week of when he was declared officially blind. Now, if somebody's going to say, really, God, really? I would think it would be him. What does he do? He ends up sculpting. He gets these big hunks of all kinds of rock, granite and marble. And in his little bitty flat on the east side of Cleveland, he sculpts all hours of the night. And I'm with his hands, no power drills, drilling and sanding and drilling. And every sculpture he has a hole. You know how long it takes to sand a hole through these hunks of rock? But he said he talks to God all through the night. His conversations, not praying, but conversations with a God who he knows to be sovereign. And you know what he said? He because I'd interviewed him for a story. It was on a terrible day that I was having myself, and I felt like God dropped him right into my life at that moment. But he said, you know what, Dawn, I feel like I see much better the things that are important without eyes that physically see, because it allows him to see our hearts and our souls before he ever judges our face, our appearance, our weight, our height, our race, whatever. And I thought, wow, that's huge. And one side of his sculptures was always really rough, like the road that has been torn up before they pave it. And then the other side, smooth as a salmon belly. And I asked him, I go, that smooth side is not your seeing side, is it? And he just smiled and he said, it's not. You got it. So now fast forward, we end up being friends for years and years. He ends up being diagnosed with prostate cancer. He has a hip replacement that doesn't heal well. Again, I'm loading him into the car after he was at hip replacement therapy for a few weeks. And again, that cold, rainy, sleety kind of day, his face is covered with rain. It's an achy bones kind of day. And I put him in the passenger seat. I get in the driver's seat and I'm thinking, really, God, really? Could you give this guy a break? I'm thinking. And I look at his face, Katie. Oh my. He's got this big, he's blind. So he's this big Stevie Wonder glasses, this big toothy smile, and rain all over his face. And he says, I love the rain. And I looked at him and I said, what is wrong with you? Like, how? You want to talk about joy? That question a few minutes ago? He is pure joy. And here's his answer. He said, I love the rain because on the day my mom died, it rained. When we buried my mom, it rained. And I feel like she's reaching down and touching my face.
It's so amazing that those little things, those little moments, it can just be life-changing. And now, like you said, his face and the rain on his face, and I love the rain. And now, that lives on because people will comment on that to you. And then you share the story and then somebody else will share the story. And I hope that people share our story and Marcus's story, and his legacy lives on in the same way. And I have confidence that it will. And so it's just so amazing and so heartwarming.
I don't know if you could hear that here, but a huge thunderclap out the window right now. I told you how it is raining here.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I feel like the heavens are standing in agreement with you.